Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the angel Sandalphon. Now if you've been watching my angel series for a while now, I've talked about how each angel represents a different slice of the pie of the Creator, of Great Spirit, of God. And why we would work with an angel as opposed to just directly with the Creator is whereas the Creator is all and everything, when we focus on the energy of each different angel, it represents a different aspect of life. Whether that be justice, whether that be love, whether that be healing, whether that be intuition, whether that be transformation, whether that be forgiveness. There's a different angel for each of these energies. But there are other ways that angels come into manifestation. And there are stories and legends and myths about how different people that lived on earth as humans lived such a pure and golden good life that they were transformed or transmuted into angels to serve a greater purpose in heaven. One of those angels is Sandalphon, and in this video we're going to explore exactly who Sandalphon is, when you'd work with him, and of course it wouldn't be one of my videos without a bit of crystals and essential oils that resonate with Sandalphon. Sandalphon's name comes from the Greek word that means brother, and this is a reference to him and Metatron, who is another mortal who is also turned into an angel. So Sandalphon was the prophet Elijah, and Enoch became the angel Metatron, and we'll explore Metatron in another video. Now, when you look at the appearance of Sandalphon, he is often said to be as tall as all the way up to heaven, with his feet here on earth and his head touching the top of heaven. He has a childlike face, and this represents the potentiality that every human has on earth to become something great. One of Sandalphon's chief roles is to carry your messages and your requests up to heaven, up to the Creator. So whenever you have a need and you need some heavenly or divine help, then call upon Sandalphon to help carry that message up. Sandalphon is also a protector of the innocents here upon this earth. It is said that while a child is still in the womb, Sandalphon comes and whispers its sole purpose so that one knows when it is incarnated. Sandalphon also protects babies that cannot be born, carrying their souls back up to heaven. Sandalphon also has an affinity with elemental beings. So these are things such as fairies, gnomes, and the merfolk. Those that protect natural spaces and represent the energy of natural spaces here on earth. So whenever you want to connect with them, calling on Sandalphon can be a really great thing. Finally, Sandalphon really has an affinity with music. And so working with music or sweet music will really help to summon Sandalphon's energy around. We all feel a little bit upbeat and a bit lifted when we hear some music that touches us, and that is Sandalphon's vibration also, and really helps you to connect with that. So if you want to work with Sandalphon, find some music, find that innocence in you, and just ask him to be by your side. There are a few different times when you'd want to work with Sandalphon. Now, Sandalphon is the transporter of our messages and our requests to the Creator. So sometimes we may make a desire, we may make a wish, and we may be really quite impatient. We're like, oh, I'll ask again, I'll pray for it every night, I'll do a spell every full moon, whatever that may be. Sandalphon reassures you, and when Sandalphon's presence is around, that your prayers have been heard. But the universe is just transpiring to make it, manifest perfectly. Sandalphon will also remind you that if this is the true desire of the soul, and the soul is limitless and goes forever, then there's no great rush. It is ready to be patient and allow that to come in great time. So just check in with Sandalphon, and if Sandalphon is giving you some signs and symbols, such as feathers, such as different music catching your attention, badgers, rhinoceroses, kangaroos can all be signs of Sandalphon. Any of those could be a sign that, or swans as well. Any of those could be like, it's on its way, be patient, we're working on it, message has been received, we'll get back to you soon. Other times that you might want to work with Sandalphon is any time to do around with children. So if you are wanting to conceive, if you are pregnant, if you're worried about the health of a baby, then Sandalphon can definitely look over the baby through pregnancy and the early stages of birth as well. Now, if pregnancy and children aren't on the cards, then maybe Sandalphon will appear and come to you when you need to nurture that own inner child. You know, think about how we were as children. We were innocent, we were more playful, we were also more courageous in that type of way. So if you need to nurture your own inner child, or if you've been focusing on inner child work, Sandalphon is absolutely amazing to call on to help you with that. also with children, do you notice how children don't have that discrimination until they learn it from adults in their environment or their community? Well, Sandalphon can help you to bring diverse groups together, to forget about this scarcity mentality, or this racism or discrimination, any kind of any division. Sandalphon helps to bring people together. Music often helps to bring people together, and so you're working with Sandalphon in this way, and maybe through music and collaboration or dance or that kind of thing, that can all be really beautiful as well. So whenever you have a need, basically, you're worried that your prayers or your wishes or your desires or your manifestations aren't coming into manifestation, call on Sandalphon. Whenever you're working with a child within as a baby, or the child within you as in your inner child, or when you want to bring everyone together and have that love and that fun where people are like children playing in the sandbox happily together again, Sandalphon can help with that in a great way. So any of those, and remember when you see those symbols of finding feathers, of kangaroos, swans, badgers or rhinoceroses, or just music playing, like maybe a radio turning on when it shouldn't, or music catching your attention, that's Sandalphon just going, got the memo, I'll be in touch. There's some really nice, beautiful crystals that you can work with to help deepen your connection with Sandalphon whenever you have that need. Now, one is Tibetan turquoise. Turquoise has been used all around the world by many different cultures to form a bridge between here and the heavens, or here and the Creator. So when you're working with Sandalphon to try and get your messages to make sure that the Creator is hearing them and waiting and having that patience, then Tibetan turquoise is really great. What I love about Tibetan turquoise is it has a real peaceful kind of energy about it, so it helps to get the message there, but then it also helps you to just be patient and wait for it to come into manifestation, to almost surrender and trust that it will come. Now, if you're looking for that, bringing back that kind of childlike innocence and really, Sandalphon is a great angel of the earth. Remember, the difference between Sandalphon and most of the other angels is Sandalphon has lived on earth. He knows the trials and tribulations of earth, and the troubles and the challenges of being human, unlike an angel that has never experienced that. And so he really can help to offer that comfort and bring you back to that basics of it's all going to be okay, and offer that protection. When you really need that grounding kind of sense of safety and security from Sandalphon, that's where smoky quartz is really great. So here is like a Lemurian seed crystal, which is a really strong connection to earth, and it's a smoky quartz. You may be able to see I'm wearing an celestial smoky quartz, or just plain old smoky quartz really helps to bring in Sandalphon's energy as well. Now, we're also talking about that bringing groups together, diverse groups together, and uniting people together, which is, I think, is really important at this time in humanity's evolution. This is where I'd reach for super quartz. Now, what is super quartz? You may have heard of crystals like Super 7 or like 23. Here's a really good example. You can see here, this is a piece from Madagascar. Lots of clear quartz, and there's some amethyst here, and some smoky quartz here. And you'll find little bits of other inclusions, like there'll be lepidocrocite and hematite and rutile in there as well. So you've got all these crystals working beautifully together. So as Sandalphon helps groups come together to bring back that childlike love and respect, super quartz will help the same. I'd love to share my blend that I use, 3 different essential oils that I combine together whenever I want to commune or work with Sandalphon in one way or another. Now, the first oil that I pop in this blend is Kananga. Now, Kananga is a very close relative of ylang-ylang oil. I find Kananga from Indonesia to be really, really great. And Kananga has a beautiful childlike energy. It really helps the mind to settle down. It lets go of all that stress and anxiety that can form in adult life and just bring back that innocence of the child. So it's a really good one in that way. The second oil that I combine with the Kananga is Melissa. Now, Melissa is like that divine light shining down from heaven, that golden light, and really helps to give hope, which Sandalphon can help us well with, reinstating hope and faith, and also to give us a bit of a boost and uplift when we're feeling defeated. So that's a really nice one. That with this lemon scent really helps to activate the light within us and ignite the soul. The third one is star anise. Now, star anise is my absolute favorite essential oil for the third eye chakra. And of course, through the third eye chakra, that is how we often communicate with spirit and our intuition and understand the messages that are coming back from heaven as well. Star anise is also a great one to pot or drop in your hand, make a wish, and blow off to the winds as though we're making like a birthday cake wish. And so you can mix these 3 together And this can be a beautiful blend. Put a drop of each in your hand, make your wish, dedicate it to Sandalphon, and allow that to blow it away, and then allow the oils to, evaporate off your hands over the next few minutes as you sit there and meditate in a state of gratitude, openness, surrender, and receiving as well. So you can pop them in your hands. You can also aromatically dress in the 3. You can make them into a roller ball. You can pop them in a diffuser, any of those ways. But that really unique scent can help to bring Sandalphon's presence and feel Sandalphon's presence around you. Now, how many drops of each do you do? That's up to you. Smell them all, see which you like more of, and put more drops of that one and less of this one. As long as you've got 1 drop of each, then I find that works really well at helping you to connect with Sandalphon. So I'd love to know about your experiences with Sandalphon, what you've noticed, what you've learned about him, what he's shown to you, or how he's helped you. Maybe you've got some other oils or crystals that you find resonate with Sandalphon. Everyone's experience and relationship with Sandalphon will be slightly different, and I'd love to hear about yours, as would all of our community. So please, leave a comment in the section below and share your experiences. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.